Susan Docherty is the Vice President of Sales over at General Motors. She joins us now from Detroit. And they were down, our Greg Miles saying that on an adjusted basis, Susan, that they were down 12.4%. That was a little bit deeper than what analysts were forecasting. How would you describe the December month for GM?
I would describe the month of December as something very encouraging. Our retail business was up 7%. As you noted, we were down in total on a non-selling adjusted basis 6%, but that was primarily driven by the fact that our fleet business was down 33% versus December of '08. A conscious decision on our part last year as we were getting ready to restructure the company. We actually pulled some of our Q1 '09 fleet business into December of '08. So that's what makes the tough year-over-year compares. But the real story in our sales for the month of December is the strength of Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac. That business was very strong for us, and it was driven on the strength of our new launch products, things like the Equinox from Chevrolet and the Terrain from GMC.
Hey, Susan, explain to us, if you would, the thinking behind the fleet business reduction. And that's something that industry-wide we saw happen with U.S. car makers. But why do that? Because it was such a big part of GM's business and image for so long.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'm glad that you asked that question. With any business, you want to have a very healthy mix of both retail and fleet. And one of the things that we've been working on very hard, as we've emerged in the new General Motors about 179 days ago, is to be very strategic about our fleet. We think that a healthy mix is somewhere in the neighborhood of 23 to 25%. And as a matter of fact, in the month of December, that was our fleet mix, about 23%. When you take a look at some of our competitors, even people like Chrysler that were at approximately 50% fleet, we think it's something that needs to be strategically managed. And to be quite frank, it needs to be profitable, a profitable piece of business. In the past, we allowed our fleet percentages to get up in the near, mid-30s. Being down somewhere between 23 to 25% is a much healthier place for us to be.
Susan, just got 30 seconds left here. Safe to say GM has turned the corner in terms of what you're seeing at this point?
What I would tell you is I'm very encouraged with what we're getting done on our core brands, Chevy, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac. We've had a very orderly wind down on Pontiac and Saturn. As a matter of fact, we've got less than 700 Pontiacs left in inventory. So we're going to approach the 2010 calendar year very optimistically, knowing we still got a lot of work to do, but our incentives are down $2,500 per unit. Our fleet is in line. Our inventory's down to one of the lowest levels on record. We've got a very low day supply, and we're ready for 2010.
All right, we got to run. Susan, thanks so much. Susan Docherty over at General Motors.